This video provides an overview of Recommendation 4 from the Using Technology to Support Post-Secondary Student Learning Practice Guide. It includes a description of the recommendation and its implementation steps. Recommendation 4 advises post-secondary instructors that there is a statistically significant benefit for student academic achievement when instructors use technology to provide timely and targeted feedback on student performance. Providing students with timely and targeted feedback is useful because it provides students direct access to what they are doing well or what they could improve upon during learning activities. And because the feedback is timely, they don't have to just move on assuming they understand things, only to find out later that they have misunderstood something. Providing students timely and targeted feedback is particularly helpful when it helps students address common mistakes or misunderstandings about foundational concepts that, if not thoroughly understood, could negatively impact their future learning. Timely, targeted feedback also improves student preparation for exams and future classes. Technology is particularly useful in helping provide feedback to students, both as a way to assess student skills and understanding and as a way to deliver results as feedback to students and data to instructors. Technology permits the rapid assessment and tabulation of student responses. For example, if students respond to a digital poll during class, both instructors and students can see the results in real time. This allows instructors to quickly respond to what students know and do not yet know and to modify their practice accordingly. This is a stark contrast to administering a paper quiz where the instructor needs to manually grade them before they can adjust their practice. Technologies can also be used to provide feedback during in-person and online class time, as well as outside of class time when students are engaging in their independent learning activities. Without using technology, it is especially difficult to provide feedback outside of class time. To help post-secondary instructors incorporate technology that models and fosters self-regulated learning strategies, the practice guide outlines 6 key implementation steps. The first implementation step is about determining where it is most essential to provide feedback. In planning a course, instructors should identify common mistakes students make, as well as bottleneck concepts. These are the foundational concepts that, when misunderstood, prevent students from grasping more complex related concepts. Exams and homework from previous terms can be mined to identify these common mistakes and bottleneck concepts. Class discussions and student questions can also help identify the nature of common student misunderstandings. The second implementation step is about deciding which technologies to use. The course format, the content about which feedback will be provided, and the institutional context all matter when selecting a tool. There are a lot of technologies available that can support providing timely and targeted feedback, from older classroom clicker systems to apps that can be downloaded to phones. Instructors will want to be sure to consider what technologies are available to all students and what technologies are being used in other classes the students are taking. The third implementation step is to decide how to incorporate feedback technologies into the course. Instructors should consider the features of the classroom, such as seating arrangements, availability of wireless internet, class size, and class duration. Instructors also need to decide if students can respond to questions individually or in small groups, if students receive both individual and group feedback, and how feedback plays into their assignment and course grades. The fourth implementation step is about drafting the questions that will be placed into the technologies. Instructors can draw on their understanding of common misconceptions about the material, informed by students' past work, questions, and performance, to create questions and answer choices that are plausible enough to challenge students to work through those misconceptions. Rather than posing single questions to students, instructors should use easy, hard question sequences, where the easy question builds confidence, the first hard question introduces cognitive conflict, and the second hard question introduces a different context. The fifth implementation step is about what instructors do with the data provided to them by technologies. For example, instructors collecting real-time data about students' understanding during online or in-person class can decide whether to continue a lecture discussion or pause to elaborate on concepts students are not yet mastering. Instructors can also leverage the data and analytics built into technologies to improve their instruction over time. to help assess question efficacy in order to modify questions for future semesters. The final implementation step is about keeping an eye out for new technologies that accomplish your goals around timely targeted feedback in improved ways. Even more sophisticated technologies are being developed to provide students with feedback that supports metacognitive thinking and reflection when they are online, such as adaptive learning environments, interactive online modules and courses, and intelligent tutoring systems. Instructors, instructional designers, and software developers can collaborate to develop and adopt these technologies. The practice guide provides more examples of these implementation steps and a summary of some potential obstacles you might encounter while implementing these. During the synchronous session of this course, you'll spend time discussing these implementation steps, sharing the technology you use, and collaboratively addressing obstacles to using technology for providing timely and targeted feedback. To prepare for these discussions, take a few minutes to reflect on the following questions. How are you providing students timely targeted feedback both during synchronous classes and outside of class time? Are you using technology to help you do this? Which approaches have been the most effective? What else might you try? This document was prepared under Contract ED-IES-22-C-0009 by Regional Educational Laboratory Northwest, administered by WestEd. The content does not necessarily reflect the views or policies of IES or the U.S. Department of Education, nor does mention of trade names, commercial products, or organizations imply endorsement by the U.S. government.